For a full copy of today's recipe, check us out on Facebook at Papa's Cucina or right here on YouTube under the community tab. So what are we going to make today? Oh boy, do we have a treat for you. We're making these super easy, crunchy, creamy, so flavorful mini tomato ricotta tarts. Oh, they're so good and they're so easy. So easy, and it makes a lot. Look how many. Look how many. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do, in a large bowl, you're going to cream together 2 cups of whole milk ricotta along with 2 large eggs. Just whip it up till it's all mixed together. Next up, we're going to add salt and pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon of a good extra virgin olive oil, 1.5 teaspoons of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. Now we're just going to mix this together. And then lastly, we're going to add our cheese. So here I have 1 cup of shredded mozzarella, 1 cup of shredded fontina, along with half a cup of grated Parmesan. I'm just going to mix this all together. And once that's done, you're going to set it aside, and then we're going to prep our puff pastry. Fun! So here I have my thawed sheet of puff pastry, 2 actually. So now we're going to cut each of these sheets into 24 kind of equal squares. One good thing about puff pastry, it's very forgiving if you don't cut it evenly, because it's very, very stretchy. What we're going to do is cut the long side into 6. I'm using a pizza cutter, much easier, especially when you work with puff pastry. Then we're going to cut it lengthwise in half, and then each side in half. So you'll see some of them are a little bit smaller, some are bigger. What you really want is like a 2 by 2 inch square like this one. But if it's not, just roll it out or just stretch it with your hands. See, very stretchy. Nice. All right, so now we're going to prepare our mini muffin tin. So here I have my mini muffin tin that I sprayed thoroughly with a non-stick cooking spray. And now we're going to insert each of these 2 by 2 inch puff pastry squares into the cavity of the tin. You want them to overlap a little bit because it makes them super cute. It's also easier to take out. So what do you guys think? Super easy, right? They're so full of flavor. Oh, they're so good. And it makes a lot. So it's great for a party, sporting event game on TV, or if you go. They're very versatile. And you can freeze them. So that's always a good thing. So I always like to make a big batch of these. I'll eat a bunch, but then I'll freeze the rest. Save them for company, or whenever I have a craving for this. So what do you guys think of the recipe? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so we're going to continue to fill all these cavities with the puff pastry. Just like that. And now we're ready to fill it with our ricotta mixture. So you're going to do about 2 teaspoons into each one. You want to fill it right to the top. Don't worry, they won't overflow. They'll poof up, but then they'll flatten out again. So don't worry about overfilling. You just don't want to like cover the entire thing, because then you're just going to have a big messy tartlet. That's just not fun. So we're going to continue to fill these up. Just like that. Now lastly, we're going to top it with our tomatoes. Can't have a tomato tart without tomatoes, right? Alright, so what I did was I have some grape tomatoes that I sliced, depending on the size. Some, if they were small, I cut them in half. If they were big, I cut them in thirds. Some of these were huge. They're like the size of little Roma tomatoes. Those I cut into 4. So you want like, like a 1/2 inch slice of tomato. Aren't these cute? Oh, there's so much flavor. So good. Alright, so we're going to finish topping them with the tomatoes. And now they're ready for the oven. So into a preheated 400-degree oven they're going to go for just about 15 minutes. Maybe a minute less, maybe a minute more. You're going to see the puff pastry will poof up, become a beautiful golden brown. The filling should poof up also because of the eggs, but as I said, once it cools, they'll start to settle a little bit. All right, but the cheese is going to be all melty, crunchy from the puff pastry. Oh, so good. So into the oven they're going to go. And just like that, they're done. So they took 1 minute longer than I thought they would. So they took 16 minutes. But look at them. Look how cute they are. They're so poofy. Like I said, they will settle a little bit once it cools down. So you want to let these cool in here for about 15 minutes. Then you can pop them out, eat them, freeze them. You're going to eat them. So good. So yummy. Bon appetit. So cute. Mmm. Mmm. It's like eating a super creamy, crispy, cheesy mini pizza. Oh, they're so good. It's so buttery. Oh my gosh, I love these. You have to try them. You have to. They're so good and they're so easy. And if you do, let us know. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!
Oh my god, they're so good. Now I'm ready for that drink. Are you? Yeah. All right, so for today's Winter Blues Teeny, yeah, who's our winner? Raise your hand. We're going to start with 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1.5 ounces of coconut rum, 1 ounce of peach schnapps, 1 ounce of blue curacao, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, and 1 ounce of peach daiquiri mix. You're gonna have to give this a good shaky, and as we pour. Oh, look at that! It's blue. Hopefully it tastes good. Let's give it a try. Salute. Wow. That is so good. It's a peachy, citrusy pina colada. Mmm. It's almost creamy. Oh, it's so good. A few of these, you'll be like, what winner? You have to try this drink. It's so good. And you'll have to try those tarts. They're phenomenal. And they're so easy. They were so good, so crunchy, creamy. Oh, I love them. I already ate like 9. It's insane. So if you try either of these recipes, let us know. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. I know I haven't been around much. My knee's been a mess still. I'm sorry, but I'll try to be around a lot more, I promise. All right, we'll see you again soon. Love you guys.